Oh, you thought that Chrissy and Jim were at last in a good place. Well, you were mistaken, because what just came out is going to rock the entire world of hip-hop and love. Rumor has it that Chrissy Lampkin has been caught with someone else behind Jim Jones' back, and the receipts. Oh, honey, they're not pretty screenshots, messages, even a video are not pretty, and let me tell you that Jim is going crazy right now. Let's not forget that Chrissy and Jim have been together for more than 10 years, during which time they have been through all the drama of the proposal, money problems, and cheating scandals. Now, it's going to get really ugly very quickly. Oh, he's not just any random guy, he's someone close to Jim, and when Jim found out, the fallout was explosive. Stay locked in because the scandal that's about to happen will be bigger than the last 5 seasons of Love and hip-hop combined. And when you hear who Chrissy was caught with, well, you're going to need to take a moment to relax because, as anyone who has followed Chrissy and Jim Jones' turbulent relationship over the years knows, they've had their share of drama, but this is on a whole new level. Chrissy Lampkin and Jim Jones have been together for more than 16 years, which is practically a lifetime in reality TV terms. However, the one thing that has always hung over their relationship is that damn proposal. Then there is Jim, who has never been known for his loyalty. Let's face it, Jim has been involved in more cheating rumors than we can count, including late-night DMS shady female friends hanging out in the studio and those mysterious business trips that coincidentally lined up with Instagram model sightings. Despite all of this, Chrissy stayed by Jim's side throughout the financial scandals, the cheating rumors, and even Jim's alleged money problems. When this cheating scandal first surfaced on blogs, most people assumed it was just another Jim Jones situation. But this time, it wasn't Jim who was creeping, it was Chrissy. According to people close to the matter, Chrissy has been seeing another man for months. The evidence is unmistakable. It all began around 3 months ago when Chrissy was spotted at a posh hotel in Miami without a girlfriend. At first, people thought it was odd, but let's face it, it's not that uncommon for Chrissy to travel alone. However, after the pictures began to circulate, people assumed it might just be a harmless hangout, but then the real receipts started to come in. Confirmed that Chrissy and this man weren't just hanging out. According to insiders, they were holding hands, sharing drinks, and allegedly disappearing into a private cabana together. The screenshots were then leaked, and when I tell you that these messages are scandalous, you have no idea that Chrissy and this mystery man were allegedly exchanging flirtatious texts for weeks. We're talking heart emojis late at night, I miss you messages, and even a few very explicit pictures. And let me tell you, these pictures leave nothing to the imagination. However, the worst part is that Jim lost it when he learned about it. Apparently, someone in Jim's circle obtained the screenshots and sent them directly to Jim. When the messages arrived at home, he immediately picked up the phone and began calling Chrissy nonstop. When she didn't answer, Jim flew to Miami to confront her face-to-face. Yes, you read correctly. Jim reportedly showed up at the hotel where Chrissy was staying and knocked on the door until Chrissy opened it. Let's take a moment to realize how absurd this situation is already. Jim has been caught creeping several times, but Chrissy has always forgiven him. Now that Chrissy is the one who was caught, Jim is prepared to destroy the entire relationship. But it gets even worse because when Chrissy opened the door, he didn't just find her sitting by herself. According to insiders, Jim confronted both Chrissy and the mystery man, and when I tell you that things nearly got physical, security had to be called. It is said that Jim began yelling at Chrissy, calling her a liar and a cheater, and Chrissy, well, she didn't deny it. In fact, several sources have confirmed that Chrissy told Jim, "You did it to me for years now, you know how it feels," and Jim was not prepared for that level of disrespect. Jim attempted to pursue the mystery man, but security intervened before things could get violent, and Chrissy simply stood there, seemingly unconcerned. Someone from Jim's inner circle. Yes, the man Chrissy was seen with is reportedly one of Jim's business partners. Now, I don't know about you, but that takes this situation to a whole new level because if this guy is connected to Jim's business, this could become more than just a relationship scandal. It could become a full-blown legal issue. Jim, is already speaking with his lawyers, according to sources, and Jim plans to sever his relationship with this business partner right away, even if it means losing money. But here's the part that will blow your mind. Apparently, this wasn't the first time Chrissy and this man were spotted together, because there are reportedly photos of them hanging out months ago, and, from what I'm hearing, Messi's has those pictures. Sitting on more receipts, and if those photos are revealed, this is going to be the biggest scandal in the history of love and hip-hop. From what I've heard, Mezzies is going to reveal everything, so stay tuned because in part 2, we're going to reveal exactly who this mystery man is, what he and Chrissy have been hiding, and how Jim plans to exact revenge. Trust me, you won't be prepared for what's about to happen. Okay, let's move on to the messy part, because this story isn't just a cheating scandal. Oh no, this is turning into a full-on public embarrassment for Jim Jones, and the internet is dragging him for filth. Let's pick up where we left off. Jim had just confronted Chrissy and her mystery man at the Miami hotel, and when I tell you that things quickly escalated, oh baby, it nearly turned violent. According to a number of sources, Jim lost it when he saw Chrissy standing there with this man he believed to be his friend. It seems that Jim approached the man, and when he didn't back down, it nearly ended there in the hallway. However, not before Jim allegedly screamed, "You're dead to me," at the man Chrissy. Osis just stood there with her arms crossed, completely unbothered. This is where things get messy because after Jim was dragged out of the hotel, the internet erupted with rumors about who the mystery man was. The truth, however, was worse than anyone could have imagined. It turns out that the man Chrissy was caught with is none other than Freddie G., Jim's longtime business partner and best friend. Yes, you read correctly, Freddie isn't just any old guy, he's been in Jim's inner circle for years. He's been on family vacations with Jim and Chrissy, he's been at the studio with Jim, and he's even been spotted at Jim's house. But here's the thing, not only did Chrissy betray Jim, but he did it with a man who had direct access to their business and their money. According to insiders, Jim has already begun the process of ending his business partnership with Freddie. But it won't be that easy because it turns out that Freddie was one of the main backers of a multi-million-dollar real estate venture. When the news broke that Chrissy was cheating on Jim with his business partner, Twitter went crazy. Let me share some of the best reactions from the internet. The irony is that Chrissy pulled a Jim on Jim. Poetic justice, Jim Jones crying over Chrissy cheating is hilarious when he's been dogging her for 10 years. Karma is a bad bee *TCH, and Chrissy just delivered it with a bow. Oh, but it wasn't just the fans getting messy. Selah began commenting in One Love. You already know that a hip-hop artist posted a shd comment under a blog post about the scandal, saying, "See, this is why you don't play with a woman's heart." Karma always comes back. Yandy Smith also reportedly went on Instagram Live and said, "Maybe now Jim will understand how it feels to be on the other side, and if you think Jim took that well, oh baby, you don't know Jim," because according to sources, Jim called Yandy directly after that comment, and let's just say that conversation wasn't amicable. However, this is where things go from messy to downright scandalous, as there are more receipts. Situation: there is a video of Chrissy and Freddie together at a private party, and by together, I don't mean standing next to each other, and the person who recorded it. Oh, it's someone from the Love and Hip Hop cast. This video wasn't just a random leak. Someone in their circle purposefully recorded it, and they've been sitting on it for weeks waiting for the right time to release it. From what I've been told, Mace knows exactly who took it and allegedly confronted that person, telling them that Jim would never get over it. The crazy part is that the video might not have even leaked yet if Chrissy hadn't attempted to deny the affair. Instagram Live after the original story broke and said, "I don't know why people are always in my business. Jim and I are solid, and don't believe the rumors, girl, solid." Insiders claim that Jim was furious when he saw the video and texted Chrissy right after she went live, saying, "Stop lying, you know what you did." But the worst part was that Chrissy didn't even try to deny it in private. Chrissy responded, "I told you, you've been embarrassing me for years now, you know how it feels." Chrissy essentially admitted to doing this as payback for Jim's previous infidelity. And Jim is now out for blood because rumors are that Jim is planning to go full petty. Includes financially locking Chrissy out. It appears that Jim controls many of their joint business accounts, and Chrissy is not going down without a fight. According to sources, Chrissy has already hired a lawyer, and if Jim tries to cut her off financially, she plans to sue him for emotional and financial damages. Yes, you read correctly, Chrissy is coming for Jim's bat. The most bizarre part is that the producers of Love and Hip Hop are already attempting to get Chrissy and Jim to sit down and discuss this on camera. They want to turn this mess into a plot, and Jim is thinking about it, but only if Chrissy comes clean on camera. If that happens, honey, this will be the most watched episode of Love and Hip Hop. The real question, though, is whether Jim will forgive Chrissy or if this is the last straw for their relationship. Stay tuned because Part 3 will cover the fallout, the legal drama, the financial war, and the video that could permanently ruin Jim's career. Trust me, you won't be prepared for what's about to happen. Alright, let's move on to the messy part because this story isn't just a cheating scandal. No, it's becoming a full-on public embarrassment for Jim Jones, and the internet is dragging him for filth. Here's where it gets messy because after Jim was dragged out of the hotel, the internet exploded with rumors about who the mystery man is. When the truth came out, it was worse than anyone could have imagined. It turns out that the man Chrissy was caught with is none other than Freddie G, Jim's longtime business partner and one of his closest friends. Yes, you heard that right, Freddie isn't just some random guy. Apparently, Jim stepped towards the man, and when the guy didn't back down, it nearly went down right there in the hallway. He's been in Jim's inner circle for years. He's gone on family vacations with Jim and Chrissy. He's been at the studio with Jim, and he's even been spotted at Jim's house. However, the worst part is that Freddie isn't just Jim's business partner. He's also reportedly one of the major investors in Jim and Chrissy's real estate ventures. So, not only did Chrissy betray Jim, but she did it with a man who had direct access to their business and their money. According to insiders, Jim has already begun the process of ending his business partnership with Freddie. But it's not that easy because Freddie was reportedly one of the main backers of a multi-million-dollar real estate deal that Jim and Chrissy had been working on. Yes, you heard that right. Millions of dollars are involved in this mess. And if Jim tries to cut Freddie out, oh baby, he might lose everything. But let's talk about how the internet reacted when it was revealed that Chrissy had cheated on Jim with his business partner. Twitter went crazy, and let me share some of the best reactions. The irony is that Chrissy had cheated on Jim for years, and she finally got her licked back. Poetic justice, Jim Jones's tears over Chrissy's cheating are hilarious, especially considering that he has been hounding her for 10 years. Karma is a bad bee *TCH, and Chrissy just delivered it with a bow. However, it wasn't just fans who were getting messy. Celebrities also began to weigh in. One Love and hip-hop stars, and you already know who posted a dub post about the scandal that said, "See, this is why you don't play with a woman's heart. Karma always comes back." Yandy Smith allegedly said on Instagram Live, "Well, maybe now Jim will understand how it feels to be on the other side." And if you think that, well, baby, you don't know Jim, because according to sources, Jim called Yandy right after that comment. Let's just say that the conversation wasn't friendly. However, this is where things go from messy to downright scandalous because apparently, messes has more receipts. When I say together, I don't mean standing next to each other. The video appears to show Chrissy sitting on Freddie's lap, laughing and getting very comfortable. The person who recorded it, oh, it's a member of the Love and Hip Hop cast. This wasn't just any leak. Someone in their circle purposefully recorded it, and they've been sitting on it for weeks waiting for the right time to release it. From what I've been told, Mace knows exactly who did it and allegedly confronted the person, telling them that if they leak it, Jim will never be able to move on. The crazy part is that the video might not have even leaked yet if Chrissy hadn't attempted to deny the affair. People are always in my business, and Jim and I are solid. Don't believe the rumors, girl, when there is video evidence. According to insiders, Jim was furious when he saw that video. He texted Chrissy right after she went live, saying, "Stop lying, you know what you did." But the worst part was that she didn't even try to deny it in private. Chrissy responded, "I told you you've been embarrassing me for years now, you know how it feels." Chrissy essentially acknowledged that she was doing this as retaliation for Jim's previous infidelity. And Jim is out for blood now, as rumors circulate that Jim is planning to go full petty, which includes freezing Chrissy out financially. The producers of Love and Hip Hop are already trying to get Chrissy and Jim to sit down and talk about this on camera because they want to turn this mess into a storyline. Jim is considering it, but only if Chrissy comes clean on camera. If that happens, though, this will be the most watched episode of Love and Hip Hop in history. Chrissy isn't going down without a fight. According to sources, she has already hired a lawyer, and if Jim tries to cut her off financially, she plans to sue him for emotional harm and monetary compensation. Last straw in their relationship. Stay tuned because part 3 will cover the fallout, the legal drama, the financial war, and the video that could permanently ruin Jai's career. Trust me, you won't be prepared for what comes next.